We are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And Boyd... And the shot! Oh, it's there!
Krasnodar are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Good idea, just poorly executed. Pinged forward. Shoots! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Krasnodar can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Schneider, it's clean! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he has been fouled there. Away from immediate danger. Keane delivers. Has a hit! He's got away with one there. Played it short. Can he deliver? Clayson has created one goal already. Ball's out on the left now. Tries to get it forward quickly. And there's the end of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch.
Well, it's become an exercise in preservation, Peter. I think it's been a much more even affair, and there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks. They look happy to frustrate and contain and just wait for a chance then.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Real chance! And he's found the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Suarez really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So now the difference is 3. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Well, they could break here. He's found his man. Schneider! It's off target and by quite a way.
Schneider controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
There's going to be another change here. Krasnodar keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond.
And a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Krasnodar have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's a decent ball. Kane with a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Just 5 minutes left. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's had a go! Tries a shot! And it's been taken short. Forward it goes. And that is that. So that's the first round done, and on we go. Your reflections then, Jim?
When you get free-flowing football out wide with consistent supply into the box, it brings excitement and entertainment to the proceedings. And that was a brilliant display of good wing play for me. And I just really liked what I saw here.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So facing up here to a team that has been the league's whipping boys in recent weeks, they really are on a terrible slide.
That is true, and there's an obvious lack of confidence which can develop into outright fear when morale and spirit is affected to this extent, Peter. Escaping this type of downturn can be helped by the first goal, obviously, and they desperately need it on this occasion.
And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Wesley Sneijder. He may be small in size, but he's big on influence, and if he has lively movement around him, he'll find the runners. He's the pivot for all that goes forward.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking... It's Sneijder! He's scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
He's pinged one through. Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Forward it goes. Kane. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Mighty close.
Suarez probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because, obviously...
Luis Suarez! And it's there! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Looks to bypass the midfield. Hoists it forward. And it's half-time here. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. The action has already resumed here. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's Luis Suarez! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Sturaro. Nil the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. A chance to play it in. Defrel. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And it's played forward.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept, so...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
So here comes a substitution. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Defending of the desperate variety. Gets wrestled off the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Gets his head to it! And he's kept it out, that's a great save. And the referee brings it to a close. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both.
Four teams. We're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be.
Well, one of the occasions of the calendar, and in an atmosphere to match. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. Nobody wants that. It deserves much more.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Diego Godin, a strong, powerful centre-back who makes great use of his physical gifts. He's very strong in the air.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Already up and running for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Teller. He's in! Alexis Sanchez.
Inter have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Kayahon. There's a long ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And here's Luis Suarez! In it goes! Finally the breakthrough! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Has a hit! The Dean is there to heave it away. Forward it goes. And that's that. So home advantage told. They have the win they wanted. They have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was